Welcome back. We just finished talking about the ultimate goal, the state of no more rebirth. Now King Milinda had a brilliant follow-up question. He turned to the wise bhikkhu Lord Nāgasena and asked about the engine that starts the whole spiritual journey. Faith, but not just any faith. Let's listen in.
Venerable Sir, what are the defining characteristics and qualities of Saddhā? What is real faith?
May you be blessed, great king. The Saddhā, the real faith, this wholesome quality in the mind, has two essential jobs. First, it clears up and brightens the mind. Imagine a pond full of muddy, churned up water. You can't see a thing in it. Now let all the mud settle. The water becomes crystal clear, still, and reflective. That's what real faith does to your mind. It's a calm clarity. Its second quality is to leap forward or take action. It gives the mind confidence to move toward what is good and true. It's a trusting leap, not a blind jump.
So real faith, Saddhā, isn't about getting excited and noisy. It's about settling the mental chaos so you can see things as they are. Saddhā is not mere blind belief. To believe in spells, rituals, or in persons who claim magical powers, that is not Saddhā. Such belief is simply ordinary attachment or wishful thinking, classified in psychology as a neutral mental factor involving fixation on an object. Saddhā is a great wholesome mental factor that arises only alongside wisdom, right understanding, and panna. Belief without cause and effect, without discernment or logic, is not Saddhā at all. So we learned that real faith is like clear water and a confident leap or take action. King Milinda got it and asked about first job of Saddhā.
Venerable Sir, please explain how Saddhā, genuine faith, first acts as a cleanser of the mind. What does it truly accomplish within a person?
Listen well, Your Majesty. When this faith arises in the mind, it has an immediate effect. It pushes back against the 5 hindrances, the main obstacles that cloud your mind and block your path.
The 5 hindrances. Think of them as the mind's top 5 troublemakers. 1. Sensual desire, that pull towards distractions, cravings. 2. Ill will, anger, resentment, wanting to push things away. 3. Sloth and torpor, that heavy, sleepy, I can't be bothered feeling. 4. Restlessness and worry, the buzzing anxiety, the mental chatter. 5. Doubt, the nagging, is this even real? Can I do this? By calming these defilements, Saddhā renders the mind clean and unobstructed. It clears away the dust of confusion, allowing wisdom to arise. Just as sunlight dispels darkness, Saddhā dispels the inner fog that keeps one bound to suffering. Thus, the benefit of Saddhā is not merely emotional comfort, it is a protective power born of panna and aligned with wisdom. It prepares the ground for deeper concentration, insight, and ultimately liberation. Take Anathapindika, a billionaire. The moment he heard the word Buddha, his heart lit up with Saddhā. He began chanting Buddho, Buddho, and right in the middle of the night, he got up and walked alone through total darkness to go see the Buddha. Because his Saddhā was so strong, he walked fearlessly through the deepest, most haunted forests, places where others dared not go, even by day. Ghosts, wild spirits, pitch-black paths, none of it frightened him. He moved forward with complete confidence. That's the power of true Saddhā. He felt no fear, his mind and body, his eyes was so clear and bright that the night felt like day. And it was precisely this Saddhā that brought him face to face with the Buddha himself. For others, such an encounter might come in deep meditation, in a vision, or through a sudden living experience of the Dhamma, but it always begins with Saddhā. Strong Saddhā also wipes away laziness and mental dullness. It gives you the courage to generous and charity, donation without regret. But without Saddhā, no amount of giving creates a lot of punna. Someone might donate millions or perform countless good deeds, yet if their heart is still tangled in craving, attachment, or anger, their actions remain clouded and earning punna little. Only when Saddhā purifies the mind does punna truly earn a lot.
Venerable Sir, could you give me an example of how Saddhā acts as a clearer of the mind?
Listen well, Your Majesty. Imagine a great king traveling a long road. He comes to a shallow river. The water is completely muddy, churned up by carts and animals. After he crosses, he tells a servant, "Fetch me water from that river." The servant brings back a pot of this dirty, cloudy water, but then he pours it into a special filtering vessel, a masterfully made purifier. The instant the muddy water enters it, it comes out the other side clear, clean, and pure enough for the king to drink. In the same way, when the mind clouded by defilements is placed within the vessel of Saddhā, it becomes luminous and purified. Just as the filter transforms water, faith transforms a distracted mind into one that is serene, bright, and capable of generating true panna and wisdom.
So we know Saddhā faith is a filter that purifies the mind. But King Milinda is sharp. He goes back to that second quality, the faith leaps forward, or take action.
Venerable Sir, Saddhā, this forward leaping or take action quality, please explain it to me.
May you be blessed, great king. It means that Saddhā does not merely remain still. It actively urges the mind onward toward what is noble and liberating. Here is how it works. When a true seeker see another person, a true noble one, who has clearly overcome greed, hatred, and delusion, something stirs in your own heart. The seeker saw clearly who has attained one of the noble fruits, whether Satapati, stream entry, Sakadagami, once returner, Anagami, non-returner, and Arahata, full awakening. Their own heart is stirred. They think, if they can attain it, why not I? You think, if they can do it, why not me? This is the leaping forward, or take action of Saddhā. It awakens earnest striving. It moves the practitioner and seeker to make renewed effort to reach the path and fruit they have not yet realized, to clarify what remains unclear, and to fulfill what is still incomplete. Now, Your Majesty, do not mistake this for mere imitation. There is a difference. If someone simply believes whatever others say, oh, this ritual brings luck, or that person has magical powers, that is not Sampakandana, mean take action of Saddhā. That is just blind following, rooted in superstition or emotional excitement. That is not Saddhā.
True Saddhā as take action arises when one sees the Dhamma in action, when one witnesses genuine noble ones walking the path. In the Buddha's time, people saw the Venerable Sariputta, Moggallana, Mahakassapa, Ananda, monks and nuns, laymen and laywomen, all attaining the fruits of the path, some even full liberation. Seeing this, their hearts leapt or take action with inspired confidence. This path is real. It works. I too can walk it. That is the true meaning of Saddhā's forward leaping or take action nature. It is inspired emulation, not blind conformity or blind belief.
Venerable Sir, could you offer an example to illustrate this take action of Saddhā?
Listen well, Your Majesty. Imagine a heavy rainstorm on a mountain peak. Water rushes down, fills the gullies, and surges into a wide, powerful river. On the riverbank, a large crowd of travelers is gathered. They need to cross, but they hesitate. The water is fast, turbulent. Is it shallow? Is it deep? Fearful and uncertain. They stand there, debating, stuck. Just then, a strong and courageous man arrives. He looks at the river, then at the far shore. He tightens his belt, gathers his robe, and without a second thought, leaps into the current. He swims with purpose and strength. The crowd watches, holding their breath, until he pulls himself up, safely on the other side. The crowd watches in awe as he reaches the far shore safely. Instantly, their fear dissolves. They call out to one another, "Come, let us cross too. If he can do it, so can we." And one by one they follow, inspired by his example. In the same way, Your Majesty, when a seeker of truth sees genuine noble ones, those who have fully abandoned unwholesome states and realized the fruits of the path, Satapati, Sakadagami, Anagami, and Arahata, their heart is stirred by Saddhā. They think, these disciples of the Buddha crossed over. Why should I not also strive? This is the true meaning of take action of faith, not blind imitation, but inspired, determined effort, the mind leaping forward, or take action with clarity and confidence toward what it has not yet attained, striving to make the path and its fruit fully clear and real in one's own experience. And this, Your Majesty, accords perfectly with the words of the Blessed One himself, who declared, those who cross the four floods, sensual desire, becoming, views, and ignorance, do so not by magic, nor by luck, but by the power of unshakable effort, sustained mindfulness, and the purity of a mind free from the stains of greed, hatred, and delusion. It is through the piercing power of wisdom that all defilements are utterly cut off. Thus one escapes suffering, not by remaining on the shore, but by leaping into the stream with right effort and right faith. Your Majesty, please understand it well.
Venerable Sir, your wisdom is astonishing. My doubts are now completely dispelled.
So let's bring it all together. Real faith isn't superstition. It's not passive. 1, it's a filter that purifies a muddy mind. 2, it's a light that lets you walk through the forest of fear. 3, and it's a leap you take when you see someone else make it to the other side. It's the courageous trust that because the path worked for them, it can work for you too. And that trust is the very thing that gets your feet off the safe, doubtful shore and into the liberating current of practice. But understand this. True Saddhā is never weak or timid. Look at the world of spiritual seeking, and you'll see 2 kinds of people who never cross the river. The first kind fears the Dhamma itself. They dare not even listen deeply. When the teaching touches on what's real, on impermanence, on letting go, on the emptiness of self, they pull back. They stop listening. Why? Because they are afraid of the truth. The truth feels too sharp, too demanding for a heart used to comfort. The second kind says, let me first honor this teacher, visit that sacred place, gain more panna, secure a comfortable rebirth, and so they linger on the near shore. They stand in the safe shallows, decorating the bank with rituals, content to never swim across, even though the other side is perfectly visible. But you, listening to this now, you are rare. In this age, most people hear only a false Dhamma. Teachings that flatter the ego, promise magical protection, or sell spiritual comfort, without demanding any real transformation. The true Dhamma, the one that cuts through delusion and leads directly to liberation, is exceedingly rare. Therefore be courageous. Wherever genuine Dhamma is taught, go there. Ask questions. Investigate. Do not let this precious human life slip away in hesitation or complacency. Do not die with the quiet regret of having never truly sought what is real. Let your Saddhā be strong, not blind belief but the bold, clear-hearted confidence that says, if the path exists, I will walk it. If liberation is possible, I will realize it. For only through that Saddhā guided by wisdom and punna can you ever cross the flood. You cannot reach the other shore by just standing on the bank, watching others disappear into the distance. You have to decide to swim,